this is certainly a colorful story. Welcome to the Time Treadmill. I'm Ron, and these are my sweaty thoughts about Doctor Who. You would think, since the Ambassadors of Death comes from the color era of Doctor Who, that the story is in color and that's that. But it's not quite that simple. You see, the Ambassadors of Death was among the stories that were junked by the BBC back in the day when they were purging their archives. And so all of the original recordings are completely lost. Since then, a couple of the episodes have been recovered in full color, but many of the 7 episodes only exist as black and white recordings taken by fans in their homes, similar to the way many of the first and second Doctor stories have been recovered. Just because the BBC went to full color in 1970 doesn't mean consumers did. And as I recall from my own childhood, many people continued to have black and white televisions for many years into the color era. And so here we are with the Ambassadors of Death with a unique challenge. More than half of the story exists only in black and white, and in fact, when the story was originally released in the VHS format, multiple episodes were shown in black and white form. However, in the 2011 DVD release of The Ambassadors of Death, the Doctor Who restoration team did their level best to bring this story back into the color era. It's not perfect. From my viewing this morning of the first and second episode, it was plainly obvious that the second episode was a colorized black and white version. No matter how far the technology of colorization has come, and particularly with the state of technology in 2011, there's still a plainly visible shimmering rainbow effect throughout the entire second episode, and I presume it will persist in the remaining colorized episodes. Still, it's a noble effort and generally very well executed, and in fact I would wager that an uneducated viewer, someone who had no idea that many of the episodes were initially black and white, would perhaps have no idea that they were watching a colorized version of the product. And so, kudos to the Doctor Who restoration team for everything they have done to bring classic Doctor Who to life in the modern era. I've got quite a bit more to talk about for this story and 2 more days of viewing, so come back tomorrow and I get to talk about stunt coordination. Until then, as I always say, stay home, stay safe, be kind, be patient, and I'll see you tomorrow.